So first we'll talk about the Night Runner shoe lights, and some of you might have heard of this. Many people have come up with different designs, but all do the same thing. One company was actually able to make a deal on Shark Tank for $250,000 with rubber. And some reasons why this is a really smart invention is because it keeps both of your hands free, it doesn't blind others, and it doesn't need to be aimed like a handheld light, and it shows ground gauges right in front of your feet. Some reasons why this is not such a great idea is because it takes a lot of money to manufacture and it's really costly, so therefore they sell it at a high price. And they also move around when you're running and they can potentially fall off, and it has happened to a few people. And cars won't really be able to see you because the light is on the bottom, so they cannot see the light coming from your head or from your left hand. So next we have foot stickers, and this is something that you stick onto the bottom of your feet, and it's supposed to stay on and protect the bottom of your feet while you're running or walking and give you the feel that you're running barefoot. There are many designs, and some cover the whole bottom of your feet and some just cover the contact points of your feet like the toes and the heel. And this was invented by Friedrich Sears, and he probably invented it so that your feet could stay cool while you're running or walking. And it has only worked for a few people, and the main problem is the sticky part of it. Sometimes it doesn't stick and sometimes it sticks too much, so people have problems getting it off. So next we have the Volvo Light Paint, and this is basically a paint that you can spray on yourself, your bike, or your scooter. And whenever a car light shows up or any kind of light shows up, then it's supposed to turn white, and so the car can stop. But sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work, which means it's not really reliable. And a much more simple and reliable solution would be just to wear a reflective running vest and wear a light. So the thing is, say you're turning a blind corner and the car is on the other side. The car won't be able to see you, so when you turn, something bad could happen. But say now you're wearing a light and that vest, then the car will probably be able to see the light, and then it could stop, and then you could wait for you to cross, and that is a much more simpler and safer way. So next we have shirts that are made for exercise, and these are sweat activated t-shirts, and they reveal more motivational messages the more you sweat. And people actually say that they work and that they are great quality, and this is a fun way to keep you motivated and working hard. And if you can't see any message, that means you have to probably work harder and sweat more. And this is also a great way to see if you have worked hard enough. And they're not expensive, they're around the price for regular t-shirts, and there are many different shirts with many different motivational and funny messages, as you can see on the screen. And some say like, you can go home now because you've worked hard enough, so you can see the message. And some say do it, but then later once you work, it becomes don't quit. So next up is self-tightening shoes, and the first one came out in 1989 from Nike for Back to the Future Part 2, and Nike has been working on better lacing shoes ever since. So Nike currently has 3 self-lacing shoes that I could find: the Nike Mag, the Nike Adapt BB, and the Nike Adapt BB2. The problem with self-lacing shoes is that it adds more weight for the feet to carry, so therefore you move slower. So in running, say you use the Nike Adapt, then when you're running, it takes more weight to run, so then you have to use more power. Say for basketball, when you're running down the court, up and down the court, it's going to take more power, so you're going to waste more energy. So next is a type of band that you wear on your wrist, and these are called pace bands, and they're lightweight, and they tell you what your mile split should be for the marathon, half marathon, 10K, and 5K. These are not that useful for marathons or half marathons because there are already pacers in the races who stick to a time throughout the whole race to run the marathon to help you. And pacers are trained people who run at a certain pace the whole race to help pace yourself. These might be useful in 10Ks and 5Ks because there are no pacers in those races, but one problem with this is that these are expensive. These are around like $10 just for one, and if you break your record, then the pace band becomes useless, then you have to go out and buy another one, then the process repeats over and over again. So next up, we have something called Snapbuds, and these are wired earbud clip-ons that are supposed to solve the problem of tangled earbuds. How this works is that it has an anchor mechanism that holds the 2 earbuds and the cable together, as you can see on the screen. The actual Snapbuds can be attached to any wired earbuds, and they can keep the wires from being tangled in any way. When you want to use them, you simply pull them out of your pocket or purse or wherever it is, and pull on opposite ends in the opposite way to reveal a straight line of wired earbuds with no tangleness. Some cool things about this is that it's not super expensive. I mean, it might be a little, it's around $9, and it is magnetic, and this is exceptionally helpful because when you're running or jogging or walking and you want to stretch and you don't know where to put it, you can just attach it to the magnetic pole near you or anything that's magnetic, and then you can stretch. And this is also customizable, which means that you can have the Snapbuds in any color, theme, or image, as you can see on the screen, which means that you can have the theme in any logo that you want, and you can have some really cool colors. And lastly, we have the MP3 Creator bracelet, and this is a music bracelet that wraps around your wrist. You can play and pause, fast forward, scroll, and flip through songs. With this, you can listen to music anywhere without your phone as long as the wireless earbuds are connected to this device. This, unlike most other devices, is hassle-free and easy to use. The reason why this isn't in the market is because the quality cost and the manufacture cost is very high, which is why companies aren't building this. They don't want to take the risk of the device not selling because of such a high price. Overall, this is a great concept and idea, but it's just too costly to make and it might not sell.